Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. We're slowly getting back to normal when it comes to the setup. I have set up my mic and my webcam again, but my lighting situation is better than it was at my friend's place, but I haven't set up some... I need to get some LED lights or some stuff that kind of makes things a little better. That's a work in progress. But anyways, in today's video, you know when I logged in today at the reset, I was a little bit surprised to find out that something that was not even anywhere in the blog, we're getting a return of the Freedom Spire. Now, this is starting tomorrow, and it's going to last for 4 days, and I had no idea. This was not even in the data mines. There's also going to be a return of a character that made his appearance back in February, and that's going to be Omega Red Phoenix Force. And we're going to talk a little bit more about him because there's some stuff in the data mines indicating his return, which is probably going to happen next week. So we're going to talk about both those things in today's video. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Freedom Spire, I do want to kind of cover this a little bit. Now, this was March the 21st. This is when the blog post for the Freedom Spire for that one. So this is an Escape from Kiln, which is a 3-man cell. So all of these cells that you're going to be going through are going to be 3-man levels that we're going to be going through. And I want to talk about it's tall. I have videos out on this on my channel. If you search for a kiln, you'll see the different, especially the higher level floors. I don't like this because your client, there's no, first of all, there's no checkpoints. So if you screw up anywhere towards the top at all, then, I mean, for those of us who are keeping up with the game, probably won't have that much struggle on it. But just in general, it's a very tall climb. And if you do screw up at all, you have to start from scratch at the bottom. And it's really annoying to reset. Anyways, you can see some of the restrictions from this blog here. So Guardian or Infinity Watch, Avengers, Global Skill, City Mystic, Asgardian, blah, blah, blah. So all this stuff. One thing I will say is that some of the new release characters have made this a little bit easier. I admit I have not checked through every one of these sections lately, but there probably is going to be some reworks that are usable in some of these lower end sections for some of the newer teams, like Avengers, for example. Cap Sam should be able to solo this no problem. Guardian or Infinity Watch, I guess Moondragon from Astral, would have been able to probably solo this section at the bottom too, no problem. There's some other random stuff, global skills like Liberty, right? I mean, that's still a thing. But I want to kind of focus towards the top where it's like gear 18 and 9, I mean, mostly 19, like kind of the 50 and above. So we had Orcus and Annihilators here at gear tier 19. This is still a thing. People should have Orcus. This shouldn't be a big problem. And then 53 through 58, it was Liberty or Mighty Avengers at gear tier 19. And then Liberty or Immortal X-Men at gear tier 19. Now, I want to say that even back then, Mighty Avengers was an absolute trap. This was basically 50 through 53, good God, through 58 as Liberty. This should be not a problem now. They are farmable, so, you know, it shouldn't be that hard to do. You should have Liberty at least at 5-star, I would imagine. And they are farmable with Peggy in the War Store. Patriot is in the Spotlight Raid Orb, so you should be able to get him to 7 right away with some diamonds. And then, what's his name? Falcon Joaquin is in the Arena Store. So as far as rewards go for this, though, you can kind of see that it's just some gold and some training mods and some teal gear orbs, but a lot of gold and training mods, I guess. And then as you get towards the top at floor 42, you start to get some Armory 20 orb fragments. So there's going to be 1 orb, 2 orbs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Armory 20 orb fragments. 7 times 4, that's 28 gear 20 pieces at random, of course. So it's a little bit of stuff. If you want to, like, you know, it's going to be available for 4 days, so make sure you get that in. It's going to be done by Tuesday or something next week, so make sure you do this over the weekend and get this done. It shouldn't be that hard now because this is doable with level 100 characters. You did not need 105. So if you have any of the Liberty characters at 105, it's going to be a walk in the park. It shouldn't be that challenging. You'll want to focus on the new characters because if I'm not mistaken, when the Liberty characters were used for this back then for Freedom Spire, things like the war text and the text that required more characters were activated so that the new characters were the best ones that you could use for this. So Peggy Carter, Cap Sam was actually really good as well. So you didn't actually, I forgot, you didn't need to use certain characters. You didn't need to use Patriot, but Cap Sam was really good. Don't use War Machine. So Cap Sam plus 2 others was fine. You really had to use Falcon Joaquin though, because he was the support character and the healer. I think I used Falcon, Peggy, Cap Sam, Falcon Joaquin, and Peggy Carter. Those were the characters that I used. But Patriot, I have like a 1.4 million Patriot now, so maybe he's just gonna like AoE and roll over the characters. Now, we have some new stuff for the data mines in Omega Red Phoenix Force. It looks like there's going to be a showcase mission that is coming back next week, and that might give you, or hopefully it's next week, that'll give some of you players a chance to actually get him unlocked. So I do want to kind of check that out as well in the data mine. So let's just jump on over there to the data mine section here. We got some new stuff. I think did we talk about some of this? I'm not sure if we did we talked about this stuff before, the Accursed Rain. So that's going to be the new the leaderboard that's probably going to be coming out next week. Now, we do have the return of Cosmic War 2. So this is the Alliance milestone, the second week of it. Now, one thing that I'm a little bit concerned of is that it says earn T2 level 4 ions and T2 level 5 ions. Hell, there's not even any purple ions. It's just blue ions and intel. There's talk about using war battles with Absolute A Force at 567 yellow, Cosmic Crucible with Starjammers at 567 yellow, but there is no mention in here at all of purple ions or songbird shards. So that's something that's a little bit of concern for me. I don't know if that's going to get updated in the blog post tomorrow or not, to just, clarify that there's going to be, some songbird shards, because that's what I thought was going to happen, because there was only 25 songbird shards this week. I assumed it was going to be 4 weeks of this, so eventually getting 100 shards of songbird that way. We'll have to wait and see about that. Now, there's data mines for a lot of stuff related to this upcoming showcase. It's going to use Red Phoenix energy, which is used to launch Red Phoenix missions. Now, this will probably give everyone a chance to get more shards for Omega Red Phoenix Force. My hope is that it will at least allow people who missed out on his event prior, will allow you guys to get 100 shards if you didn't get them unlocked. So a 3-star unlock for him. I'm pretty sure it was a 3-star unlock. Like, I can't remember, but pretty sure that was the case. There's going to be some minor bosses to face in the showcase nodes as well, including boss mechanics for Old Man Logan, Vol, Phoenix, and Lalandra. There is going to be Cosmic Crucible bonuses active in these missions in general. And there is some minor boss details here for the different characters: Old Man Logan, Vol, Phoenix, Lalandra, some boss mechanics. But I mean, it's using your own character. Like, it's probably story characters. And you can see the different names. There's like Escape the Wrath, face epic boss fights, characters at gear tier 10 plus, requirements, Omega. Oh, actually, you know what? Huh, interesting. Now, I don't know if this is for even the starting nodes, but it does say Omega Red Phoenix Force characters must be a 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 star. So we'll have to see. I'm hoping that there's still an actually, it says difficulty 2. So there's going to be like some easy mode levels and then difficulty 2. Okay, so it looks like you probably will be able to use on difficulty 1 any characters, and hopefully that'll allow you to pick up some shards for Omega Red Phoenix Force, and then you can do some of the difficulty 2 or like chapter 2 nodes by depending on how many star ranks you have on Omega Red Phoenix Force. So it's called the Phoenix Force event using Red Phoenix energy, something to do with the raft, and there's going to be like some special dialogue and stuff related to Omega Red and his like transformation into the Phoenix Force. So why they decided to do this now and not during the initial release, I don't know, because they did it. They initially unlocked him, or they allowed his unlock to be through another tower mode that happened back in February. So coming back around again, I guess we're about, 4 months on maybe from his initial release. So we're seeing some more shards coming his way through this showcase. So that's, I guess, okay, right? We're all going to get a little bit more of this. I sat at a 4-4. That was basically the best you could do free to play. We'll see how many shards are made available through this method when we know a little bit more from the blog tomorrow. And also when this event goes live, hopefully next week sometime, we'll get some more information on that. So that's just a little bit of a short video here for you guys. Here, I'm still doing a bit of recovery here on my finger, as like I showed you the other day. But hopefully there's going to be more things to talk about soon when I'm having a little bit more energy to do that. So that's it for now, everyone, and I will see you guys on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.